Hello, and welcome to the first and hopefully not last airing of the Whitman Holler, the news about Whitman Elementary and the students in it. My name is Bert Backraff. I was just informed by my 5-year-old son and producer of this show that my name is indeed not Bert Backraff, but Daddy. You can call me Mr. Craig. I sit here alongside Doug Flintbottom. Apparently, Doug decided to go on vacation today, but I did become prepared for this and brought in Ralph. Ralph will sit here and he will be cute for us today. To start off our broadcast, we will go to a message from our Commander-in-Chief, Principal Miss Schmidt.
Thank you, Mr. Craig. This is Mrs. Schmidt. Well, Mr. Craig's back in the studio. I am out on location in Northwest Spokane. Each week, you will find me in some different location around the city to celebrate our great city and also to see if you can tell where I'm at. But also, I want to tell you a couple different things that I think are going to help you and your family in the weeks ahead. First of all, continue learning. We are still learning at Whitman Elementary. While some of you are doing computers and some of you are doing paper packets, it doesn't really matter. We just want you to engage with your teachers and engage with the learning. And what that looks like is, if you're a kid and you have a computer, you're getting on with virtual meetings, you're making sure that you're sending back emails to your teacher. If your teacher is calling you on the phone, you're calling them back. You're making sure that you are touching base with your teacher, so that's super important. Just so you know, every Friday we will be handing out new packets at Whitman from 1 to 3. Make sure you connect to your teacher about that, because some classes are purely doing some online learning. So if you need assistance with that, please connect with your teacher. The next thing that we just want to talk to you about is we want to make sure that you continue learning, and I know it's super challenging. So we are going to each week be celebrating families and making a video to celebrate those families that are doing great work. So with that being said, students, this is really important for you to know. You need to make sure that you're doing your learning, listening to your parents, trying hard, connecting with your teachers, and teachers will submit your family's names. We will have a drawing, and it'll be something like the Friday book drawing, but it will be something that represents and we can get to your family. So stay tuned for that. Also, the last thing I want to say is we understand how challenging this is, and it's a very different learning environment for you and a very different learning environment for us. But we want you to stay connected. So please reach out to your teacher. Please reach out to me, Mr. Craig, Miss Bowen, or the counselors. We are here to support. And last but not least, have a great Whitman Wildcat Day. Be bold, be courageous, be a Wildcat. Back to you, Mr. Craig.
Thank you, Ms. Schmidt, for that incredible message. During this new educational time, we at the Whitman Holler want to remind you of quality ways to pass time when you are not working on educational materials. First, clean your bedroom, clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom, especially the toilet, clean the basement, clean the garage, clean the attic, clean the dog. Really, anything that has to do with cleaning, just do it. You're welcome, parents. Now we'll go live to Miss Morell.
Alrighty, thank you, Mr. Craig. Good day. I am Miss Morell, social emotional correspondent for the Whitman Holler. Today's segment brings us to some very important tidbits we want to feature for all of you during this steep learning curve of Zooming from home. Daunting for any of us, virtual learning etiquette takes us back to simpler times as we refer to Whitman's expected and unexpected common language. Whether you are on Teams or using Zoom to connect with your teacher and your friends, keep these simple things in mind. It is unexpected to carry the camera around with you as you walk from room to room or while spinning around because it makes the others, people watching you, feel seasick. It is expected to set your phone, computer, or tablet down on a flat surface where it can stand on its own and you are sitting in front of the camera so that people can see your face. It is unexpected to make weird noises, fight with your brothers or sisters, or have a dance party while others are talking because it makes the teacher and your classmates feel distracted or like people are not listening to them. It is expected to watch your screen and listen for your name when a teacher or friend is speaking to you, specifically so that you can unmute your microphone and have a chance to talk. Lastly, it is unexpected to have non-useful side conversations in the side chat room, munching on snacks where everyone can hear you chewing, or bringing toys to the Zoom meeting unless it is for show and tell. It is expected to use kind words. Raise your hand on the screen if you want to let your teacher know that you wish to speak, or speak up into the microphone to let them know you have a question, and letting others have a chance to share when you've already had a turn or two. Manners do go a long way, and the virtual classroom still wants to see those manners. Remember to show that you are ready to learn by showing the teacher that your eyes are watching, your ears are listening, your voice is quiet or your mic is muted, and that your body is still. Until next time, sending it back over to the studio for all of us here at the Whitman Holler, I'm Miss Morell. Back to you, Mr. Craig. Mr. Craig.
You don't say, really. I don't believe it. And we're live! Thank you, Miss Morell, for that great message. During this time at home, we want to make sure that Whitman Holler that you're doing more than just looking at your tablet, Xbox, and PlayStations and sitting around and eating potato chips. You won't want to turn into Ralph and I, do ya? That's why we're going to bring you the weekly installment by the ferocious Mr. V.
Well, Mr. Craig, I don't know about ferocious, but I'm certainly intense when it comes to the world of sports. Let's find out what's going on in the sports world, Whitman Wildcats. First day of the NFL draft, which is great, except there isn't a game schedule for 4 months. So unless you want to just sit and watch grown men in suits talk about their future and get excited about young players, maybe there's a better option. How about the NBA playoffs? NBA playoffs in full go. Wait a minute, the NBA playoffs have been canceled because the season was canceled. Stanley Cup hockey playoffs, NHL hockey, here we go. Great time of year, it's been canceled as well. Wow, Major League Baseball, it's starting up. Nothing better than me watching baseball games in front of the TV in the summertime. What? No baseball? What's going on here? PGA Golf Tour canceled? What? Major League Soccer canceled? What's a guy gonna watch on TV? Indianapolis 500? No. Kentucky Derby? No. No Bloomsday as well? This is gonna be a long summer. Wait a minute. Let's see what's going on in my kitchen. Always a good place for a workout in my favorite room in the house. All right, got the workout gloves fired up and ready to go. Got the music. Let's get this thing going. Let's start out with some bicep curls, 25-pound dumbbells. We've done this, Whitman Wildcats. We've done a little bit of training at school this year. So okay, keep your elbows in. Okay, I'm starting off a little bit heavy. Let's lighten up a little bit. Drop 10 pounds. Let's go to 15-pound dumbbells instead. What do you say? Here we go. A little bit easier starting out. Okay. Not quite warm yet. Maybe I'm going for pretty quick ones. I think only 5 pounds. Let's see what we got. Yeah. This is not turning out to be a good idea. Gotta go with the little guys. 3 pounds. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Feel the burn, Wildcats. Nice talking to you. Be cool. Stay active. And we'll talk to you next time. I hope Mrs. V didn't hear that. I'm going to be in big trouble.
Thanks, Mr. V. Can't wait to try it myself. I'll make sure I have 911 on standby in case I go down. Like all great news stations that we pretend to be like, there's nothing if you don't bring them weather. So here's Mr. McCollum with his sunny personality. See what I did there, Ralph?
Thank you, Mr. Craig, for that wonderful introduction. I'm here with a very special guest. This is Ruby. Ruby has many amazing abilities. Did you know that she can bark like crazy whenever a UPS driver comes and delivers packages to our door? Did you know that she can find any morsel of food that happens to be on the floor? And finally, did you know that Ruby can predict the weather? Think of her as the Groundhog 2.0. Every February 2nd, the groundhog comes out of its deep sleep to look for its shadow, to let us know if we're going to have an early spring. We all know the groundhog is quite cute, but let's be honest, the groundhog isn't very accurate. Ruby is both cute and accurate. This is how she does it. I've got 2 posters, one with the sun and one with the rain. I will put these down on the ground. And I've got some cheese here. We all know dogs love cheese. Cheese happens to be Ruby's favorite treat. I will put a piece of cheese on each poster. Whichever piece of cheese Ruby goes to first will let us know what kind of weather we're going to have this week. Again, this is 100% accurate. Here we go. Ruby, you are on.
What will she decide?
Ruby! You will. Oh! Ah! There you have it. Ruby has selected rain. She has spoken. That means this week, expect some rain. Wear your raincoats outside and make sure to keep a safe distance from others. This is Will McCullum reporting live from Ruby's house. Back to you, Mr. Craig.
Ralph, I'm not going to lie, you're not giving me much work with here today. Yep. The most important things during this time away from school is your educational participation and learning. We want to make sure that you are actively working each day online or in the packets provided to you by your teachers. That is why we are going to start weekly drawings for families and students to be entered in to win prizes. Yay! Prizes! Students will be entered to win McDonald's prizes, and families will be entered in to win Papa Murphy's pizzas. Ms. Schmidt will announce the winners weekly here on this broadcast, and more details about this drawing will be given to you by your class teachers on Teams. From everybody here at the Whitman Holler, we thank you, and we will see you next week. Keep it classy, Wildcats.